All rise, please. Be seated. We're gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts. We're here to bear witness to the marriage of Christine and James, and in support of their commitment they share with one another. Together, we're a group of the most important people in their lives, and they have brought us here to publicly recognize that we all have played some special part in the love they share today. Christine and James want to thank you all for being here and to recognize how important each and every one of you are in their relationship. They would also like to recognize their grandparents, who are missed but not forgotten on this day of celebration. Speaking of important people, there are no more important influencing their lives of Christine and James than their parents. With that being said, who gives Christine away in marriage to this man?
Christine's mother-in-law.
Marriage gives permanence and structure to a couple's love. It is a way to tell one another that no matter how loud you snore or how much money you spend shopping, we're still in this together. It's a commitment that whatever obstacles we face in life, we will always persevere as one. A good marriage must be built on the foundation of this commitment. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you every day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It's not only marrying the right person, it's also being the right partner. James, please face Christine and repeat after me. I, James, take you, Christine, to be my lawful wedded wife.
I, James, take you, Christine, to be my lawfully wedded wife.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
For better or for worse. For richer or poorer, in sickness and in health.
For better, for worse. For richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
Christine, repeat after me. I, Christine, take you, James, to be my lawfully wedded husband.
I, Christine, take you, James, to be my lawfully wedded husband.
To have and to hold from this day forward.
To have and to hold for this day forward.
For better or for worse. For richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health.
Shorter.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
For richer or for poorer.
For richer or for poorer.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part. I got it. Just need a little help.
Today I share with you words that were written by James Dillett Freeman, entitled Blessing for a Marriage. And although I share these words with you, the congregation today, they are dedicated to Christine and to Jimmy, for them to hold into their hearts and apply them to their life together. Blessing for a marriage. May your marriage bring you all the exquisite excitements a marriage should bring. And throughout your years together, may you show patience, tolerance, and understanding toward one another. May you always need one another, not so much to fill your emptiness as to help you know your fullness. For a mountain needs a valley to be complete. Now the valley does not make the mountain less, but more, and the valley is more because it has a mountain towering over it. So let it be with both of you. May you need one another, but not out of weakness. May you want one another, but not out of lack. May you entice one another, but never compel one another. May you embrace one another, but not hem one another in. May you succeed in all important ways with one another, and not fail in the little graces. May you look for things to praise in each other, and often say, I love you, and take no notice of small faults. And if you should have quarrels that push you apart, may both of you hope to have the good sense enough to take the first step back. May you enter into the mystery, which is the awareness of each other's presence, no more physical than it is spiritual, feeling warm and near when you are together, and feeling warm and near when you were in separate rooms or even in distant cities. May you have happiness, and may you find it in making each other happy. And above all of these things, may you have love, and may you find it in loving one another.
Christine and James will now exchange rings. Wedding rings are an unbroken circle of love. The wearing of the rings is a visible outward sign that they have committed themselves to one another. James, please take Christine's hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love.
For today and tomorrow and all days to come.
For today, tomorrow, and all days to come.
Wear it as a sign of what I have promised on this day.
Where it is a sign of what I have promised on this day.
Christine, please take James' hand and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
for today and tomorrow and all days to come.
for today and tomorrow and all the days to come.
Wear it as a sign of what we have promised on this day.
Wear it as a sign of a symbol of what we have promised on this day. Have a good one.
It's okay.
I didn't have to repeat anymore.
Neither do I.
We're done.
Reading of 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, and if I hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious or boastful, or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Being here today, you are declaring that you are no longer two separate people, but one couple together. This unity is symbolizing through the pouring of these two individual containers of sand. One representing you, Christine, and all that you are, and one representing you, Jim, and all that you are. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated, so will your marriage be united as one for all the days. You have professed your love by exchanging your vows. You have symbolized your commitment by exchanging rings. And you have declared the end of your individual lives by pouring of the unity sand. With all of this, there's just one more question I need to ask each of you to answer before we're off to the reception to celebrate. James, do you take Christine to be your wife?
I do.
Will you love, honor, and cherish her in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Christine, do you take James to be your husband?
I do.
Will you love, honor, and cherish him in good times and in bad? And do you promise to stay true to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jim, you may kiss your bride. now pronounce to you Mr. and Mrs. James Gorsuch.
Amen.